Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. Those people that would still, join us later on the show. This is my first show since Monday, and just taking time off, catching that break, recalibrating, and just catching that fresh breeze. And oh Lord, who do we have here? My first victim, the first victim for me this night. Yeah, no other person than the frenemy himself. But see, guys, 9 p.m. UK time. Hmm. Guys, you better be here for this one. Deji Sports is coming. Okay. But before then, I have an appetizer here for you guys. But it's not gonna be a war because I don't have a war with these guys. I've beaten them, So I'm just chilling as a big, as a big boss I am, just chilling, beating both Manchester, teams this season. I have no problem with them. They have issues down there with Spurs to settle, Chelsea to settle. Chelsea Brahmin with confidence actually. After what they did to Spurs. So, well, all those little things, we'll talk about them. You know, Onome is rolling. Cassia is rolling his eyes. See, guys, yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah, no other person, yeah, but Onome Soldier. Onome Soldier, welcome to the show. And you see, this is the thing that annoys me with Onome, yeah. He's gonna put Doku as the name. Ah, all these things it angers me. But you know what? Yeah, welcome to the show today. On the best surgeon. Welcome, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just here. I mean, yeah, man. Nah, I'm just chilling. Coming up to the weekend again for the weekend games, and yeah, nothing exciting. I hear you
Mm.
throwing shades already. We've not even done introduction. You're already throwing shades. You beat Manchester. You beat
Bro,
this. You beat this. You beat that. You
bro,
got a
bro,
tough
you
game
know me,
against
bro.
Chelsea.
You know
Bro,
me.
introduce me first now before you begin
Bro,
to shades.
bro, no. See, this show is called
You're just coming on the attack.
Bro, this show is called the best of frenemies, yeah. So see, from the get go, it should start. Even when the intro, the intro stuff is rolling, the war should start by that time, But we'll keep going. No shakes. I've introduced you. You've put your Doku name down there. No problem. When Doku came to the Emirates, oh, I, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what happened. Oh no, man! Please, can you remember what happened to Doku when Doku came to the Emirates?
Doku came on for
You
last
remember?
Doku came on for the last 10 minutes or so. Nothing exciting. Can't really get in the game in the last 10 minutes or so. It is what it is. Arsenal won that game, but Arsenal lie fourth. That's the big story. You could win little battles, but it's the war you want to win, Tony. Forget the
Mm.
little battles you keep celebrating. You keep celebrating these little battles.
I'm not
Last year,
celebrating
last
anything.
year you were
I'm not
celebrating
celebrating
winning the
anything.
league in December because you won little battles against Luton, against Tunbridge FC and those kind of teams. But when it came to the war, Man City won the treble. So I don't understand why you keep celebrating. It's like you don't learn. You keep celebrating these little battles. They are little battles. I told you before the game against Arsenal, I said, listen,
So you,
this game
so,
is so
wait, wait,
irrelevant for us.
wait,
It
wait,
doesn't
wait, wait.
actually matter because even if you win this game, right, it doesn't actually make any difference. And here we are. You are now 6 goals behind and 3 points behind. So even if you win your next game and we lose our next game, you're still not going to go on top of us. How about that, according to your words? So, bro,
Well,
chill out, bro. Chill out.
okay.
I put Doku there because Doku had 4 assists and a goal in a
Wait,
game
wait, wait,
against
wait.
Bournemouth.
Wait,
So
wait.
it
Man, you
deserves
can't
it
just
deserves a
address
shout out.
everything. Allow someone to address some other things you've
You've
raised.
been
Because,
talking since we
because
started for 5 minutes. I've not said a word.
okay, good. See, Onome, because you
Mhm.
just said something about uh, 6 goals behind and things like that. Well, Onome, you've played easy games this season. Yeah. You've played the likes of
Yes,
you,
all our games are easy.
you
That's Man
see.
City. Every game is easy for
See, it
us.
won't allow you talk. If I want to counter one point he's brought, it will just
Okay, sorry,
I'm
go on. Sorry,
no, no,
bros.
no. I'm just showing the people the true face of Onome because you won't allow someone to even. Okay, see, Onome, like I've told you, you've played the easier games already. Actually, you've played Luton this season already. You've played Burnley this season, right?
We've
Let me
not played
check.
Luton, bro. We've not played
No,
Luton.
no, no. Bro, you've played couple of
We've not
simple
played
games, if I
Luton.
remember.
We've not played
Who have
Luton.
then? Who have you played?
You've
There's
played
some.
Luton. We've not played Luton, bro. We've not played Luton. Home or
Wait, wait,
away?
wait. Wait,
Let's bring the fixtures up, bro. Let's bring the fixtures up.
wait.
Let's talk facts because I always speak facts. I don't speak all these other gibberish that people
Okay,
do. I
okay,
speak
okay,
facts.
okay, okay. Wait. Yeah, you've played. You've played Sheffield Wednesday. You've
Who?
played
We played who?
Sheffield when I think Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield United, bro.
Sorry,
Not Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield United. Sorry, Sheffield
Yeah,
United.
you've also played them
Um,
and Eddie Nketiah
yeah,
got a
yeah,
hat trick. Remember that? Uh-huh.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you
You've
played
also
them too.
played Burn. You've played Burnley. I've not played
Uh-huh.
Burnley.
Okay, and so you played somebody that we've not
Yeah.
played. It's the fixtures. We're gonna play
Wait
everybody.
now, wait. Why is your body so hot?
Not her. I'm
calm,
just.
calm
I know
down.
what you're doing. I know what you like. So I have to.
Uh,
I have to get my 2 cents in.
okay, you've played Burnley. You beat Burnley 3-0. Of course, if you check
First game
that
of the
tally,
season.
if you check that tally you just talked about right now, you said six. Well, that's half of it already, and that's a small team. Um, who else have you played within this short stint? You've played Wolves. I can't say Wolves are a small team like
Wolves
that.
beat us.
Yeah, Wolves beat you guys.
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest.
We played
Okay,
Fulham. Beat
okay.
Fulham 5-1 at home.
The difference is the
We played
difference is
West Ham.
Burnley.
Remember West Ham that knocked you out of the cup? We've played them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But again, did you have to add that one
That's
to
what you do. I'm giving you a taste of your own medicine. That's what you do. You
so
started the show by saying, I beat Manchester, I beat Manchester, I beat everybody. So I said, you played. You have to understand. I don't understand you, bro. Anyway, let's carry on with the show. What is the
mm.
topic today? What are we chatting about? Guys,
No,
call
no,
in.
no.
It's a call-in show, guys. Call in. Come and break this fight because Tony is here again, starting to wanna you know what it's like. He will whine you and grind you and say certain things and all that. Like he doesn't play the same teams we played. He tried to talk about we played Sheffield United, but they also play Sheffield United. They scored 5 goals against Sheffield United, but he tried to say you played Sheffield United. We played Bournemouth. You're gonna count that as well as yeah, we beat them 6-1. But look, by the by, right? I want to talk about Raheem Sterling and this England situation. Him not getting a call up. What is going on here? I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like I said, Raheem Sterling looks sharp. He's playing one of his best footballs right now. I don't understand why he's not getting called up. Do you know what I mean? When the likes of Maguire that doesn't play for their club or wasn't playing for their club will get a call up. The likes of Calvin Phillips, who's not
See,
playing, gets a call up. Why is
no.
Raheem Sterling not getting a call up?
Wait. But again, you can't compare Maguire's situation with Sterling's situation at all.
No, I'm just saying, why is he not
At
getting a
all.
call up? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, he has always been that calling guy. He has always been that stand up guy for Southgate. So
Yes, but he's not getting a call up
I don't
right now. That's the topic I'm talking
no,
about.
no, no, no. I don't really see any reason why you're bringing up Maguire's name. We all know that Southgate peddles with loyalty. Maybe he doesn't just feel that same loyalty for Sterling at this time, and maybe Sterling hasn't gotten at the end of enough goals. If there's anything Southgate has done, I always see him going to games. It's good. You can call him a goofball, you can call him a bozo, you can call him anything. But the manager has been to lots of games, even recently.
I can't believe you're
He's
trying to justify. I can't believe you're trying to justify this, mate. Like
no, no,
I
no,
don't, I
no,
don't,
no,
I don't know
no.
where your justification is coming from. Sterling's playing good football. Sterling's one of the reliables
He's
in
playing
England,
good
and he's not getting
football.
a call up. There is a problem when the likes of Phillips is not playing. Tony, the likes of Phillips is not playing, and he's still going to tournaments, and still going to World Cups, and still getting in the squad all the time. Tony, there is no sugarcoating it, mate. There is a problem there. You can't say maybe this or maybe that, bro. Come on, man. Like, come on. Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. Let's not do that. The guy is fit. The guy is playing regularly. Why is he not getting a call up? There is a problem there. You can't try to justify it and say, oh, maybe this or maybe that, when we've seen that there are players in that England squad that are not playing for their clubs. There are players in the England squad that are not on form and they're getting a call up. You cannot justify that, bro. Come on, don't. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that. This is the same Raheem
Okay,
Sterling that carried England in the Euros back then. Are you forgetting that? Like, come on,
okay,
man. Let's not try and justify that,
now
bro.
you've turned
That's
into a
ridiculous.
history teacher. Now you've turned into a history teacher, and that's my problem with these guys. Yeah, they all revert back to history. And see, okay, good. You know what? Yeah, even if you don't understand the dynamics I'm taking you through, why Southgate will prefer not to take Sterling. I like Sterling. As a person, I do like him. I like the kind of way he plays his football. I like his racy, pacey, skillful nature. But again, he hasn't cut it for Chelsea this season. I know I'm saying it. Yeah. If you're talking about a seasoned with Man City, that's a different ball game entirely. He's putting in goals, he's putting in assists, and his overall play for Man City definitely would give him those call up. But at Chelsea, I'm sorry, not when Chelsea is 10th in the league. See, you know what? Yeah, just drop that aspect of where Chelsea is in the Premier League. I like stats. Let's go into the stats. Uh, I don't have it offhand. I usually used to have stats offhand, but Ryan Sterling's numbers are not so good. So I didn't keep it in my head this season. So good. Let's look at his start this season. That you want Southgate to actually look at and say, okay, this is impressive. Coming to the Heroes, just open the gates, invite him and play all the whole games. Let's see why, in particular, you think this player has been special this season for Chelsea Football Club. Good. Um, he has played 11 games this season. Onome, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Good, good. He's played 11 games this season for Chelsea. Yeah? Do you know how many goals he scored?
About 4, 5.
God, you're defending this guy and you don't even know his numbers. Okay.
I don't
He
need to know the
scored.
numbers of part, Tony. I'm not
Oh,
a
oh,
numbers guy. I don't need to know the
okay, okay,
numbers.
okay.
All I
Okay,
know
okay.
is Sterling is one of
Then,
the most
then
capped
let,
players.
oh, okay,
I don't
then
need
let
to
me
know numbers.
then let
This is
me
the
then
problem.
let
This is
me
the problem with statistics these days. Everybody's going with this
then let me
nonsense
finish.
statistics, man. I'm
So,
not watching
okay,
games.
good.
Ugh.
So you don't want me to talk again. Good.
Go on,
So
speak,
Onome
man.
is so good. So he has scored 3 goals this season. Onome played 11 games this season. Scored just 3 goals, a mega 3 goals. Good.
Is Sterling a
And
striker? No, he's not a
wait,
striker. He's a winger. He creates goals.
oh
Don't
my
put the
God.
guy where he's not supposed to be.
Onome, let me get out what I want to get out. Then you can counter me, no problem. I'll wait for you. I'm a gentleman when it comes
Okay.
to things like this.
Mhm.
See, I'll start all over again. Yeah. And if you truncate me again, I will start again. So we'll keep doing that until you allow me be. Onome, he has played 11 games this season. He has scored 3 goals this season. Do you know how many? Okay, good. I'll put this to you now, yeah. I'm a fair guy. I'm not saying I'm a good person. I'm a fair guy, yeah? And in being fair, yeah, I equate actual assist in the game of football with goals. So if you're actually even putting up assists or you have a decent number of assists for me, I equate it as goals personally. That's what I think. So see, Sterling has only just 1 assist this season. Onome has gone out of the stream. He should be coming back. Let me add him. Are you back? I think you
Yeah,
were readjusting your stuff. Mm.
yeah.
So see here, on the Messi, I equate actual assist with goals. Yeah,
Hmm.
he has only assisted this season once in the league. This season, once in 11 games on the Messi season started. How in God's name? And how in God's name do you want this manager to go ahead and pick this guy, yeah, to lead the line for England, to even start a game for England in the Euros or in the upcoming internationals? If I was a coach, I see the numbers. It's not decent enough. I'm sorry. It's not good enough. If you were a coach and you see these numbers and you say, okay, good, 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 good enough, come to the Euros on a Met, well, I'll only say that speaks volumes, the kind of coach you would like to be. So I'll keep quiet for you to counter that.
My problem with you, Tony, is you are so biased when it comes to players that you're forgetting one thing, right? And let me set you straight, right? Everybody in England, in the world, were football lovers first. Before you loved any team, you loved football first. That is the fact. You cannot tell me anyone grew up just you loved football first. Oh, so you didn't love football first. You loved Arsenal first before you loved football? Really? Is that
Oh,
can you answer that?
oh no, man, what does
No, no,
this
no,
have
no,
to
no,
do
no, no, no.
with
You had your
telling
chance to you had your chance to talk. It's my turn
no, what?
now. It's my turn. It's my turn. Let me finish my point. You need to realize that we were all football lovers first. Before we started supporting the team, before we loved the team, before we invested time, effort, and money in a team, we loved football in general first. As a kid growing up, you loved football first, right? So
Mm.
please stop confusing that with
Big up, big
just
ups to big ups to why not? Yeah, Mikel Arteta. How you
please
doing, my brother, man? Hope you're okay. Big ups to you, man.
please stop confusing that with your players are Arsenal and they can't do no wrong and they can't do no, and everything is justified and everything is fine with them. And then when you go to other footballers, right, you don't see anything else but the same rivalry. Stop holding the rivalry all the time. It's not all about rivalry all the time. You're talking about his stats is
Onome,
not good and this and the other. Let me
onome,
finish. Let me
onome,
finish. Let
onome.
me finish.
No, 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 no. Because you're not being factual. I've not said anything about being a rival here, and that's why whenever you want to be very, very factual and go with the facts, the underlying factor down there is by using stats. What has a person actually produced
Okay.
wherever they play?
So you talk
So
about you
so
talk
so
about
I've
stats.
not been no, 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 I've not been biased in this. I've not
Okay.
been biased in
Well,
this. I've not
I
looked at
I
it
think
from the spectrum of Arsenal
I
and
think there is
Chelsea.
an under. I think
I've
there is
I've gone
there
with
is
the
a bias
stats.
undertone. I think there's a bias undertone there. But
How? How?
you talk about
There's no
stats.
bias
You want to
undertone
talk
when
about
you're using stats.
stats. You want to talk about stats, but you got
Yeah.
players in that England squad who have been to competitions that
No,
are
no,
not
no,
playing
no, no, no,
for
no, no.
their clubs.
Oh no,
Listen,
man,
let me
you're
tell you.
getting
Let me
this
tell you.
wrong.
Hold on.
We are
Let me
talking.
hold on.
We are talking about Sterling.
No,
Tell
yeah,
me about
and
Sterling.
you
I
mentioned
don't
about
want to hear.
statistics,
I don't want.
and
No,
I'm
I don't
giving
want
you
to hear about any
examples.
other player. Talk to me
Of
about Sterling.
course, you have to hear
Tell
about
me,
other players. Of course, you have
justify.
to hear about other players.
No,
You
no,
have to
no,
hear
no,
about other players. You have to
no,
hear about other
no,
players because
no,
all is not
because
well in the England squad.
no, no, no,
You have
because
to
you
hear
were
about other
trying.
players.
Oh no, man, because you were trying to justify why Sterling should be in that team. It
Because
shouldn't be.
Sterling is playing one of his best
It
footballers
should.
right now.
No, no, no.
He's
It
playing very
shouldn't be
well.
fettered. It shouldn't be fettered to any other person in that squad. It should be that Sterling has earned his right to play in
He
that
he
England
is
team.
earning his rights, Tony.
No, he clearly
How many goals
hasn't
does
earned his
Marcus
right
Rashford?
because
How many goals does Marcus Rashford and assists has Marcus Rashford got this season? Then tell me. Go to the stats. Please go to the
see,
stats. He's got one goal this season. Go to the
I
stats
don't
and tell
want.
me, Tony.
I don't
How
want to
many
talk
goals has Marcus Rashford got?
See, I don't want to talk about Rashford. I don't
Oh,
want to
you
talk
come
about
on,
Rashford.
man. What kind of
I,
argument is
I,
this?
No, no, no. I don't want to talk about Rashford. I want to talk
Please,
about
let's leave the
Ryan
argument.
Sterling.
Let's move on to the next topic. Guys
No,
in the
no, no,
chat,
no.
can you see
But
this
wait, but
argument
wait.
here?
No,
I'm talking
no, no,
about
no.
statistics. I mentioned Rashford. How many statistics? How many goals has Rashford got? And how many assists has he got? And I don't want to talk about Rashford, but then you want to talk about Sterling and tell me Sterling
No,
shouldn't be in the
no.
squad. Rashford has got
It,
one goal this season,
is
bro.
is Rash
One
is
goal.
Rash is Rashford the one in the hot seat?
Bro, I am talking about players in the England squad. I can name 3 players
See,
who shouldn't be there that are not playing regularly or playing well either. So Sterling
wait.
has done. Sterling is
So,
playing, and,
so,
and
so
you talk about loyalty. You talk about the past and
okay,
stuff.
wait. So is
So
Rashford a
why is Sterling
starter
not there?
in that? Wait, is Rashford a starter in that England team? He has
Yes, he
always been.
is. Yes, he is.
See, see,
Yes, he
see.
is. Rashford starts on the left.
In the
Bukayo starts
last,
on the right.
I think.
What are
No,
you
no,
talking
no,
about?
no, no, no. Wait. I think in the last three, 4 England games, he didn't. He didn't. I think he came in the second half.
Okay, that's fine. But why is
That's
Sterling not
what
in
I'm
the squad
saying.
at least to come in the
That's what
second
I'm
half
saying.
then?
So,
Why is
so
Sterling not in the squad to come in the second half then? Because
okay. Now,
Rashford ain't got better statistics than him. You want to talk about statistics?
okay. Now, the manager Southgate recognizes that Rashford isn't even on form, so that's why he doesn't even start in games.
Anyway,
Facts,
anyway,
facts. That's why he
anyway.
doesn't even
But
start
he's
in
in the
games.
squad.
But,
He's in the
but
England squad. We're talking about in the squad. I'm not talking about stats.
now,
I'm not talking about
okay,
starts. We're talking about being in the squad, being called up to the England squad. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about starting here. We're not talking about. We never mentioned starting, right?
no,
You're trying to change it to starting now. We're
no,
talking
no,
about being in the England squad. Why is Raheem Sterling not in the England squad? And you got the likes of Calvin Phillips, who's played 1.5
because
games
his
this season.
numbers, because his
You've got
numbers, because his
Rashford,
numbers.
who hasn't
Now,
got
no,
statistics.
I'll give
You've
you
got
the answer
Maguire, who scores an
because
own goal and a handball every other minute. What are you
mhm.
talking about then?
Uh-huh. But how many goals has? Okay, do you know that Maguire has scored at least 2 goals this season, even if he has had a bad season this season? He has scored
And
about
so
2 goals.
what?
And let me finish my point, brother. He has scored at least 2 goals this season. And do you know what? Raheem Sterling has scored 3. So a defender who has been a shitty defender for Manchester United this season is just 1 goal. 1 goal behind Ryan Sterling this season. How do you justify that? So if Maguire is bad this season, so is Ryan Sterling. Onome, there's no way you can tell me 11 in 11 games that 3 goals is enough. There's no way. You've played football. I shouldn't be telling you these things, man.
This is the
And
England
again,
squad we're talking about, right?
and
Ryan
again,
Sterling,
when
Ryan
I told
Sterling
you
is a
3 goals,
furniture
you
in that
shouted.
squad and should be there.
And
He's a furniture in that. He's
and
part of
see,
the
I'm not
furniture in that
calculating this thing.
squad, and he should be there.
And see, I am not calculating this thing very well. When I said 3 goals, immediately you screamed. You said, "Is he a striker?" Oh my God! Last time I checked, he's a forward player. Okay, good. Throw that away. Scoring goals is not it's not his forte, right? Scoring goals is not his thing. It's not his job. Then his actual job. What about his actual job? Assist. He has just one, or his assist, not his job. Good. That
Tony,
silence alone. That
no, no, no.
silence
It's
alone
not the
gives me
silence
that
alone.
answer. Good. So
Listen,
assist that
let's leave
actually
this
should be his
argument here
job.
because
He's having
clearly
just
you
only
think you're
one
right.
assist.
Clearly, I think
No,
I'm
no,
right.
no. I'm not saying no. I'm not
Me and you
saying
cannot
anything.
convince each other to take the other person's side. There's no point in this argument. There's
I'm
no
not
point.
saying
We
it's
should
not
just leave
putting
this
up the
one and let the
numbers.
guys in the
It's not
comments
putting up the
say
numbers.
that
If
say
he's
their
putting
point.
up the numbers, if he's putting up
Yeah,
the numbers, if he's
yeah.
putting up the
Very
numbers,
soon,
let
you tell me Emmy Smith Rowe should be in the England squad. Very soon you tell me that.
okay,
Very soon
good.
you soon tell me that.
If
Please,
if
man. Let's forget it.
if if for instance he had something like maybe even a mega 4 goals this season, a mega 4 goals, yeah, even that same 3 goals, and he has like maybe 5, 6 assists, it will look good. The stats will look good. The manager will say, okay, you know
How
what,
many
yeah,
games has Jack
even
Grealish
if
played this season?
even if you're
How many
not
games has
scoring
Jack
goals,
Grealish played this season?
even
How
if
many goals and how many assists has Jack Grealish got
even if you're
that
not
plays for my
scoring goals
team?
this season, but at least 5 assists. If I bring you to that team, there'll be justification for that.
Let,
And I've told you, Southgate is a loyalty-based coach.
okay, Tony, let me ask you a question.
He really doesn't even care about
Let me
all
ask you
these
a question,
numbers
Tony.
per se. He cares
Oh, you
about
don't care about the
he cares,
numbers. Okay, but you're the one putting the statistics up. Tony, let me ask you a question. I've mentioned 2 players in the squad. I've mentioned 4 players in the squad now. Calvin Phillips barely plays, doesn't play at all. Maguire, we know the situation with that. Rashford, 1 goal. I don't know what assist he's got, barely any. Jack Grealish himself, right? How many goals and how many assists has he got this season? He's barely playing. You can see my name on there, Doku. He's barely playing. So don't tell me that it's nothing to do with history or anything. Yes, it is to do with history. And Sterling is part of the furniture in the England setup. He should be in
wait,
that squad because he's playing his best football right now.
wait,
Gareth Southgate has a
no,
problem with him.
see,
Clearly.
where
Clearly.
see, where is Man City in the league? Man City is first in the league, of
Doesn't
course.
matter. We're talking about the
Okay,
individual
okay.
players.
Just listen.
Jack Grealish didn't get us to first. He didn't.
Just listen. Just listen. Listen. I allowed you to speak. Just listen. Yeah. Man City is first. Yeah. I don't care whether he plays or not. See, Grealish has already shown himself and proven himself
And Sterling
worthy.
hasn't.
Let me finish my
Oh,
point.
come on, dude.
Let me
Come
finish
on,
my point.
dude.
He
Come
has
on, my
already
bro.
he has already proven himself as a player that he doesn't really need to bring up you don't even really need to bring up all those stats.
And Sterling
Basically,
hasn't.
no, you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? Just last season, he won the treble.
But
When did
you
Sterling?
said
When
earlier
did
on we shouldn't be
Sterling?
talking about history, right?
When?
We should be talking about
Wait,
right now in
no,
current
no,
form,
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no. That's not history. This is reality. He won. He
But
won the
you said
treble.
we shouldn't be talking about history.
That's
We should
not
be talking about
history.
current
It's
form.
current. No, no, no. It's
It's
current
not current.
now.
It's history. It's past
Who
now.
are the
We
okay,
kept the
okay,
treble.
no, it's not
The
past.
treble
Who
is
are the
done.
current hold no wait, who are the current holders of the Champions League?
We're talking about form right now, bro. Form right
No,
now is what you mentioned earlier
no, no,
on.
no, no. No, you
Don't
think you're
change the
smart
goalposts.
with
Don't move
all
the
this.
goalposts.
You think you're
Don't move the
smart with
goalposts.
all these things.
No, you think
True
you're smart.
done.
Don't move the
Okay,
goalposts, bro. Don't move the goalposts.
true
Don't move the
done. Big
goalposts.
ups to you, man. Big ups to you. He said Sterling is washed. For
Don't move the
what?
goalposts. Don't move the goalposts.
How am I moving the goalpost? This is what someone is saying. True done. Sterling is washed.
Yeah,
For
people have
what?
opinions.
Why
People have
would they
opinions.
pick it?
That's my
Why would they
opinion.
pick it?
That's my
Just
opinion
before
on
that,
Sterling. I
George,
think he should be there.
bro, let me welcome some guests to the show. You are still fighting me. Let me welcome these guests to the show. Guys, it's getting heated up here, man. Onome doesn't want to listen. I listen. I keep quiet when he's
Wow,
talking.
you listened. Oh my
I
God.
listen, man.
Oh Jesus.
Big up to you, man. See, Georgie, true done, yeah. See, guys, a big, massive show, a new show tomorrow, yeah. See, blue pill, red pill. Which do you choose? Yeah. Me, CFC OG tomorrow. After the whole matches tomorrow, yeah. 8 p.m. UK time, me and this guy will sit down together. Blue pill, red pill. Onome doesn't like, it doesn't like to snoop into that red pill and look at the truth. Yeah. And see beneath. Yeah. Like see beneath the picture. Like see the bigger picture. Yeah. That's what me and CFCOG are going to be doing tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time on our new show together. Football Fever, Claude and Nas. Come support your guys tomorrow, man. Come support us tomorrow. But before then, the best of frenemies is down here. See, Georgie says Calvin Phillips is terrible. Yeah. Tony and the so-called stats. But
But
that's
your stats is only one direction though, Tony. You're just giving a stats, and I'm telling you,
no,
Rashford has got 1 goal this season and he's in the England squad. Then you change it to, but he's not a starter. I never said for Sterling to come in the England squad to be a starter. We already know that ship has kind of sailed a little bit when it comes to Gareth Southgate relying on him in terms of starting.
all I'm
But
saying is that you can't be
but
surprised that he has been omitted from the team because maybe his
I
form
tell
is
you what,
not
I tell
just
you what,
good.
let me tell you what Gareth Southgate is. Let me tell you
Maybe
what
his
Gareth
form
Southgate
is
is.
not just good. He
Let me
scored
tell you,
only 3 goals for Chelsea this season.
should I tell you
He's
what Gareth
put up,
Southgate
he
is?
has put up only 1 assist for
Should I
Chelsea
tell you
this
what
season.
should I tell you what
He's
Gareth
not
Southgate is?
assisting. He's not
Should I tell you what
scoring enough goals. His team is 10th in the league. What? What is this? What is
should
this?
I tell you what Gareth Southgate is? Yeah. He is a charity case. Gareth Southgate picks players that are struggling or not playing or this, that, and the other, and he goes, "Yeah, I can bring them. I can put them on my wing." Remember when Raheem Sterling went to the Euros? He wasn't playing at City when he went to the Euros. He wasn't playing. He was barely
So
playing. He didn't
so
have the
taking
statistics to
Foden,
prove it.
taking
No,
Foden
what I'm
isn't
saying to you
decent
is
enough.
Gareth Southgate is a
Taking Jack
charity
Grealish
case.
isn't decent enough.
Gareth
These
Southgate is
are
a charity
players.
case. He loves
Listen,
charity players.
how
He
is
loves
taking
charity
Jack
players.
Grealish? Wait, how is taking Jack Grealish, yeah, and taking Phil Foden? How is that charity?
I'm not. I didn't say nothing about them. I didn't say nothing
No,
about
no,
them.
no, 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 no. You're implying that.
I never mentioned those two.
No,
He's a
no. You are
charity case.
implying.
Calvin Phillips is a charity case. What's his name? Maguire. That's a charity case, right? He loves charity case. He loves projects. You understand? When Raheem Sterling wasn't playing at
So
City,
Phil
he
Foden
took
is a
him to the
project.
Euros and started him. The whole country was slandering him. Gareth Southgate is a very stubborn, proud manager. That's what it is. He doesn't pick players in terms of form, right? Because
Well,
if it's form right now, then
a
Sterling should
proud manager
absolutely be in the squad.
who has been the best England manager, bro, in the past 20 something years. I know it's been
Anyway,
the
let's move
best.
on for this topic because we're not going
It's
to be
been
able
the
to
best.
convince you. We're not
Has
going to be
anyone
able to
bested
convince
this
each
record
other,
since I think 1960s or whatever?
bro. Let's move on from this topic because we're not going to be able to convince each other that
No,
each
man.
other is right or wrong. You think you're right. You're
No,
strong on
no.
your point. I think I'm right. I'm strong on my
I'm
points.
just no.
Everybody's going to have their
I'm just
opinion on
saying
it.
Sterling isn't putting up the numbers. That's what I'm saying. If
And
he's putting
Rashford
up
is
the
not putting
numbers,
on the
it's
numbers, and he's there. Calvin Phillips is not even putting
but
on a
he
playing
trusts
number,
he
playing
trusts
number,
he
and he
trusts
doesn't trust
he
Sterling.
trusts.
Can you hear
Yes,
yourself?
yeah. But
Can
he
you hear yourself
trusts
speaking?
working with Rashford more. So maybe Rashford is the best amongst the two that he would like to take because both of them are shit anyway right now. So maybe those are the Rashford is the best among the shit right now. How about that? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? Both of them's
No,
numbers
no,
and
there's nothing to
stats.
think about. Sterling is playing
No,
one of his best football. I don't know what you're talking
Both of
about.
them. No, both of them. Their numbers are down the toilets anyway. So picking
You guys are
anyone
so
out, picking
football.
anyone out of them,
Football has
picking
actually turned
anyone
into
out
these
of them is
numbers and
still based
statistics.
on. It's still based on okay, the one I want to work with. I think
Can't
that
believe
should
that's where
be a
football's
more
headed.
better. No. But again, I think that should be the best way to look at it. That Rashford and Sterling are in the same kind of category right now. So
Tony,
anyone
let's
you
move
wish
on,
to
man. We
take,
spent 30 minutes on this. We spent 30 minutes on this. Let's move on. Let's move
I
on.
know,
Let's talk about
see
club
on
size. Let's move on. We
see,
spent 30 minutes on this.
no.
We're not gonna agree on this.
No, I know, but again, will you take Rashford or will you take Sterling
Sterling all
among
day.
those? You will take Sterling. Why would
Yes,
you take Sterling?
because Sterling is more dangerous.
He's more
Sterling is
dangerous,
more
right?
dangerous. Yes, Sterling penetrates
Okay,
team better than Rashford would.
okay.
And it's not even based on them two. Them two should be in the squad anyway. There's a lot of questionable people there's a few questionable people in that squad, bro. Come on, man. You got to admit. Let me tell you something. Do you remember? Not really remember. Do you know how the Nigerian squad is run, right? We all know how the Nigerian squad is run. There'll be people without football clubs in the national team sometimes, right? And you know how that's run. There's people without football clubs, people that don't have football clubs making tournaments in the Nigerian national team, as you know, right? We all know that, right?
Yeah.
How does that work then? That's not normal. So England is getting run like that with Gareth Southgate in. I'm not listen. The mainstream media, everybody's saying it. I'm not the one. This is not just a new thing being said, right? Calvin Phillips is barely playing. The mystery of Calvin Phillips is still not. I still cannot get my head around it at all. Right? He is not playing any football at City. He is coming on when games are like 4-0 won already or whatnot. He came in the last game because we wanted to rest Rodri. So we're using
I,
Calvin Phillips now when
I
games are
just
being
feel the
won
manager
and
doesn't
stuff.
believe in him.
But
He doesn't believe in him, and
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. He should
yeah,
come
he
out and
doesn't
say
believe
it then. He
in him.
should come
He
out and
doesn't
say
believe
that I
in him.
don't believe in Sterling, then Sterling is done or whatnot. Rather than coming with his excuses of, oh, the door's still open and
No,
blah,
no,
blah,
no,
blah,
no, no.
blah.
I'm
Like,
talking.
rubbish, man.
Oh no, man.
Rubbish.
I was talking of Calvin Phillips. That
Who
your
doesn't believe
manager,
in him?
your Pep doesn't.
Oh,
Pep
of course we don't believe in him, man. Calvin Phillips is vibes. Calvin Phillips is vibes. He just smiles.
doesn't
That's all he
believe
does.
in it.
Of course not. Of
And
course
again,
not. We don't trust him. We
remember
don't trust him. We can't trust him.
and remember, Pep Guardiola called him fat. Also, can you
Of course.
remember that?
We can't. We
Yeah, he
can't trust
called
him.
him
We can't
fat.
trust him. We
And
can't
again,
trust him.
for a player to come to a new club and he hasn't even played a single game of football for that football club,
Is listen. He had
and
it.
the manager first starts with attacking your weight, attacking your skill set, attacking your psyche, even before you've kicked the ball for that football club. It hurts, and it goes to an incendiary part, yeah, in your mind as a player. You start questioning, is this move the best move that I should
Oh,
have
it's definitely
made?
not the best move.
Is it,
But you know what I don't get with
is
Calvin
this
Phillips'
the right
situation,
step
Tony?
I should have taken? I think that's the mental space right now that Calvin Phillips,
You know.
just got into. And mind you, he was also coming from a relegated team, a
You,
relegated Leeds team. So I just think that Pep did not handle that situation quite well. And all these things, they play, they, they play a role. But again,
you know what I don't
that
get about
Rodri,
Calvin Phillips, yeah? Do you know what I don't get about Calvin Phillips, right?
yeah.
Like, listen, I play football, right? When a manager doesn't fancy you, you will know a manager doesn't fancy you. Never mind what it comes to saying in media. You know, in that changing room, in that training ground, you know when a manager doesn't fancy you. Now, Pep is not wicked like some managers. Some managers, when they don't fancy you, you go straight to train with the youth team. You know what I mean? You start to train with the reserve team. You turn up for training at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're changing in the first team change room and stuff. And then the assistant manager comes in, and the assistant manager says, John, yeah, you're training with the youth team today. And you have to do that walk of shame, pass everybody in the change room, and go train. Pep is not wicked like that, right? Pep is very professional. He's not wicked like
Man,
that,
I will
right?
take. You see this option you just said now. I will take it than the treatment that Calvin Phillips got. Do you know why? Because that statement from Pep Guardiola was public. That's how you do things, and you keep things interim. What you just said now is interim. You can handle it under the radar.
Pep is very calculated, man.
I know, but you can
He's
handle
very
that under.
calculated.
See, I know, but you can handle it under the radar.
He didn't
You
want
can.
to. He didn't want
That's
to.
what
Didn't
I'm
want
saying.
to. He
That's what
wanted
I'm
to
saying.
blow it
So
up.
good. So it escalates the situation, and when it
Yes,
escalates the situation, it doesn't do the player any good because
that's
it's
because he
no more.
doesn't fancy him. That's because he
That's what
doesn't
I'm saying.
fancy him.
That's what I'm saying. You can see. You can make the cake, have it, eat
Tony,
it, drink the
Tony,
cake.
why does Pep
See.
not fancy him?
On the my wait, on the my wait, on the my. See, you're not getting where I'm going to. Pep Guardiola made it public.
Yes, I
It's
know.
That's what I'm saying. It's public information. So
Yes, because he wanted to.
when you make such statement and you make it publicly, it means as a player that just came into that football club, you don't fancy me at all because I
Yes,
haven't played. I haven't exactly. So what does that say? You just shell that big amount of money for me coming from Leeds. I know I'm this upcoming player trying to on my skills, and I'm looking to you, this big time manager that many other people have told me about you. I've been to the England setup. I've played with lots of players that have also played in your team, and they tell me of how you improve them, of how you give them tasks to help them and help them develop their football. And I'm looking up to you for you to give me those changes. And the first thing I get coming up from Leeds is a public statement stating that I'm fat, stating that I I don't have the skill set, and it will be very, very hard for me to be able to acclimatize to the environment in
okay.
Man City. It
Can
becomes
I
a
think?
Herculean task. On the man, you can say anything you want, man, but deep
Let, let,
inside, you
let
don't
me
know the truth because you
let me go with
yourself
facts.
have
Let
been
me
a
go with
player.
facts.
Say
You
your
just
truth.
said that. Yeah, you just said that. So he criticizes Calvin Phillips, right? Okay, cool. Criticizes his skill sets, criticizes him that he's fats and stuff. You realize that they do take the measurements and stuff before they leave and after they leave. So that one there, Pep's not lying, is facts. He decided to put it in public. That's his opinion. Let me give you another example, my bro, because you want to talk about Calvin Phillips. Pep Guardiola came on national TV and said, Kyle Walker cannot do that job on the inside. He cannot play that position on the inside. He doesn't have the skill set to play that position on the inside. Said the same thing about Kyle Walker. What did Kyle Walker do? Kyle Walker said, "You know what? You're probably right, Gaffer, but I'm going to show you the best me in the position I play." And Kyle Walker is captain today. So you
Good,
can either take that and crumble,
good,
or
good,
you can
good.
take that
And
and rise up
it's
to the
nice.
occasion and say, I will show you. Calvin Phillips is not
Onome,
doing that. I will
onome,
show you. So
onome,
that is
onome,
facts,
onome.
Tony. That's
It's nice.
facts.
It's nice. Onome, good. It's nice you brought that up. It's nice. See, it's nice.
He
Actually,
says
being
it
a na-
sometimes to fire
see,
them up. To fire
Onome,
them
you know
up.
what? Wait, Onome, you know what? Yeah, it's nice you brought up that fact. Those facts. Yeah. Do you know why? Because right now you're being a fair guy. I actually thought you're not a fair guy. You're a fair guy. But do you know what? Yeah, I want to test that gangster right now. I want to. You see
Go
that
on.
nice guy you just became. I
Go
want to
on.
test it.
Test
Good.
me. Test me. Come on.
How many games has Calvin Phillips started this season?
Bro, he cannot get starts. He cannot get in the team because
On
he's not capable of playing the
on a
way
me-
we play.
no 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 no, don't do this, don't do this.
Do
How
you think
many
it's a
games?
charity case giving
Uh,
stats to players?
on a me, don't do this, man. Just give me
We don't run
numbers.
a charity, bro. Pep is ruthless.
On a me,
So is
give me numbers.
Arteta.
On a me, give me numbers. How many games have
He's got the
Calvin?
one Carling Cup game, and we don't know how that went.
Good. So he hasn't even gotten a start. Yeah, he has.
Tony, you have to earn your
Listen.
starts. You can't just get starts. You have to earn it.
On a me, just listen. On a me, just listen.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Kyle Walker said whatever he said, got opportunities to actually start games. Yeah?
No, he was benched by Rico Lewis at one point. He was
Yes,
benched
but
by Rico
yeah,
Lewis at one point at
yes,
17
but he took it back, right? He was given a chance to come back, right? He was given a chance to come back, right?
because he was
And he took
proving it in
and he,
training. Are you there when they train?
see, they've showed Calvin Phillips in training also. He's and he has been running up in training. He has been playing in training. I've seen that guy in training. It's not like he's
Have you
lazing
gone to the
about
training
sitting
session?
down. I've seen Man City's training sessions before. It's public record. What are we talking about?
Bro, they're going to show it. He's not going to be walking in training easy. Doesn't mean he's training hard. Doesn't mean he's
That's what
understanding the
I'm saying.
formation.
That's what
Doesn't
I'm
mean he's
saying.
doing actually
So
what Pep wants, bro. Yes,
that's
he's
what
going to
I'm
turn up
saying.
for training any.
So how many starts has he gotten this season? The answer is nil. He hasn't been given an opportunity. So
Oh,
now
God.
you
How do you
don't.
get
So
opportunities, Tony? Come on,
see
man. Why
now,
are you
yeah,
talking
see
like
now,
this
yeah,
today?
see now, yeah. See, I knew many Arsenal players in the early 2000s who were just partying, who actually didn't even come to training, but they were getting starts and they were still, banging in few goals here and
Did he
there
play for Pep
and doing.
Guardiola?
Uh,
Did he play for Pep?
no, no, I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example from my own team, and at least I've heard of one or two or three players. That party, do this, do that. But when they came in,
Not under Pep.
they got one or two not in.
Not under
They come
Pep.
through. Bentner didn't used to at the time. Bentner didn't even used to pop into training at times. It was from one problem, one issue, one drinking, one problem, this, that, partying, this, that, celebrity dating here and there. But at the time, it was the only striker that we actually had. And Arsene Wenger bent the rules and he still played and he still scored in some certain games. Do you know why? Because he was still even put in those games in the first place. So why not put Calvin Phillips? Test the guy. Let's see the guy. We've
I
seen the
see what you're doing.
no,
I see what you're doing. You
no,
want
no.
the downfall of Man City so bad that you want Calvin Phillips. I see you. I clock you. You
How?
want the downfall of
No.
Man City so bad
How?
that you're
How?
now crying for Calvin Phillips to play a Premier League game.
No.
Oh
I'm just
my
saying it's
God!
unfair.
Wow, Tony, is that how
Look,
bad it's
see,
gotten?
this
Do
is
you need
this
our
this is
title that bad?
wait. See, this is the same person, yeah, that just said that it is grossly unfair for Sterling not to have a call up to England, and right here is supporting the meaning of Calvin Phillips. No problem, man. Kudos to you. Premiership games are back in the weekend.
Yes, let's talk about those, mate. This argument is getting nowhere because, we spent 45 minutes
Shout
arguing
out to
pointless.
shout out to True Don who is down here. Shout out to Georgie who is down here with us. Shout out to Deji Spores who is down here. Me and Deji Spores 9 p.m. today. Guys, don't go anywhere, man. Me, Deji Spores
Can
in
I
the
get
house
invited to
9
that
p.m.
Digi Sports
today.
show?
Bro, that one it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be a brawl, man. So,
Let me come and
bro,
referee. Let me come and referee.
bro, it's gonna be a brawl. See, Deji Sports says here, and big up to everyone in the chat. Smash the like button, subscription if you want. What else here? It says Malvinas Phillips made a bloody mistake signing for City. Man should have signed for Dusty United when he had the chance. Oh my God, Deji Sports.
My thing with Calvin Phillips is this, Tony, right? I actually
Calvin.
question his ambition as well, because guess what? He knows he's not playing, right? He knows he's not playing. He knows he's not going to get a chance. We all know he's not going to get a chance. Everybody knows. But yet he had the chance to leave in the summer, to go to Liverpool in the summer, but he turned it down. Turned it down, talking about he wants to fight for a place. Fight for what place? There's no place to fight for. Let me tell you something, Tony.
Oh, oh,
There's no place
oh.
to fight for.
Onome, don't say this, man. Onome, don't say this. Oh, don't say this. Don't say,
It's the
not
truth.
after,
The truth hurts sometimes. The
not
truth
after
actually
that
hurts
argument.
sometimes. But there's no place to fight for.
Onome, wait. Not after that argument you put up for Calvin, for Kyle Walker.
For
Not
Kyle
after that
Walker.
argument you put
Do
up
you
for
know who
Kyle
you're talking
Walker.
about? You want to compare Kyle Walker to Calvin Phillips?
Wait, did I
Do you
compare
realize?
anybody?
Oh, Tony, sorry,
I'm
sorry,
using your words. I'm
sorry to cut
using
you.
your
Do
words.
you
What you
realize?
said. I'm
In
using
fact, let
what
me
you
bring
said
Calvin Phillips up, man. Let me
about
bring Calvin
Kyle
Phillips up.
Walker. You said
Let me
Kyle
bring
Walker
Calvin
said
Phillips
he's
up.
not gonna give up. He wants to fight for his
No, he didn't just say it. He
place.
showed the
And
manager.
then
He
Calvin Phillips
showed
said,
the
"No,
manager.
I'm not going to
He's
Liverpool.
no.
I
He
actually
didn't
want to
say it.
fight for
He
my
didn't say it.
and
Kyle
now
Walker didn't say
and now
it.
he's a
He
and now
showed
he's a
it.
donut.
He showed it. There's
And
a
now he's a
difference.
donut
There's a
for
difference.
not leaving.
Kyle Walker didn't say it. He showed it. There's a difference. There's a difference. He showed it. True
He
done.
said was on a
True done.
message and when they had
Let me break
Darius
that down.
Vassell, Stephen Island, etc.
Let me break that down. Let me break that down. True done. Let me break that down. First of all, I got Stephen Island shirt when I
They're
played
beginning
against
to
them,
come
right?
on
So
the man.
let's
They're
let
beginning
let me break that.
to come.
Let me break that down. Let me break it down. They've mentioned my name, Tony. Give me a chance to speak and break it down. It's actually boring now when people talk about City fans, because guess what? Even if you started supporting City back in 2008, you still got how many years on them? Over plus a decade plus. So that argument doesn't suffice. So please move on from that shit, man. It's tiring now. It's boring. It is what it is. If I become a millionaire today, are you going to say I shouldn't go to the millionaire club because I wasn't a millionaire when I was born? Please, that argument is dead. Forget it, man. I'm not entertaining that rubbish anymore. Done. Anyway, moving on from that. Moving on from that. That answers that question. That's my response to that now. Anyway, moving on from that, right?
Wait. Oh, wait. Calm down. Calm down. Trudon just said, "I'm just asking a question, bro."
And I just answered the question. And I just answered the
Bro,
question.
why are you so triggered?
If you can't take
Why
the
are you so
answer, don't
triggered?
ask the question.
Yeah, bro, you're so triggered.
If you
Trudon
can't take
is
the answer, don't ask the question. I answered the
Trudon
question the way I want to answer the question.
Trudon feels what I'm feeling, man.
Oh,
You're
really?
triggered. Yeah,
Okay.
he feels my
Okay.
pain.
All right. Okay.
See, on the Messi, you guys play against Manchester. Sorry, against Chelsea FC on Sunday. See, man, open that up, man. Dismantle that a little bit for us.
That's we're playing at who's playing at home? Chelsea's playing at home, right? Chelsea's playing at home. I think
Yeah,
Chelsea's at home. Yeah,
yeah.
Chelsea's at home. That's always a difficult game. Stamford Bridge is always a difficult game. What people need to realize is games are different, right? So when certain teams play against certain teams, for example, there's a level of I don't know, relaxation, or there's a level of um, excitement that can come into players. For example, right? Us playing
Yeah,
against Real Madrid, it's not the same feeling as us playing against Luton, for example, right? So it's different. So when Chelsea are going to turn up against us, right, they will be on the A game. Mauricio Pochettino is actually one manager that I love and hate at the same time, because he gave us such torrid time when he was at Tottenham. He's a manager that has figured out, one of the managers that figured out Man City's formation and figured out where to stop us, and he knows, right? He knows. So, for example, when Chelsea are playing against Arsenal, for example, you're not just playing against the dusty Chelsea or whatever you want to call them, the not informed Chelsea. You're playing against Mauricio Pochettino, who is the former manager of Tottenham. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, no, sorry.
yeah.
When Chelsea played against Tottenham, not Arsenal. When Chelsea, you're playing against Mauricio Pochettino, who is the former manager of Tottenham, who knows that club very well, who knows certain players very well, the weak points, the good points. He was with them for what, 5 years, right? So it's no surprise that he would tell his players certain things. He will have certain insights to things, right? That is what I expect at the Bridge. It's going to be a very difficult game. I would like to get the first goal that will settle our nerves, but it's one of them games where Chelsea could turn up and it could favor them. It could
They
favor
will.
them.
See, on the see, don't get it twisted. They will turn up. They will turn up, and this is no bias anything. This season alone, we've seen that Chelsea Football Club, they have they have the cojones, yeah, for the big teams this season. They
That's
have the
it. That's
cojones
what I'm saying.
for
Yeah,
the big
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
Liverpool,
So it's a
you know,
difficult game. It's a difficult game. It's a
Liverpool,
difficult game.
the Liverpool game. That was the first season opener. Yeah, you saw what they did to Liverpool.
It's a difficult
Stifled
game.
every.
It's a
Yeah,
difficult
it's
game.
a very, very difficult one. You saw what happened against Tottenham Hotspurs. Beat them up. Nicely. I'm not saying that they you know totally dominated that game from beginning to end, but they did win the game. And of course, Pochettino is down there now. So of course, that some sort of winning mentality should still be, surfacing in that team anyway. Arsenal, went into that game with lots of confidence, thinking that we're gonna, brush them aside. But uh, what happened uh, 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 to Arsenal against Chelsea. They're a team that they have it when they see big teams
They've got
around.
pace. They've got pace in attack, and that's always going to be a problem for any team.
It's not even about the
That's always
pace.
going to be a problem.
It's not even about the pace. It's about they see other big clubs and they say, you know what, yeah, we're also a big club too. Let's do what big clubs do. Let's fight. Let's lock horns together. So because if you're talking about they have pacey players, then you're comparing them, maybe not equally, but you're comparing them to Man City. And I
I'm
don't
not
want to do
comparing it to
that.
Man City. I'm not going to
No,
Man
no, no,
City.
no, no, no. You don't know where I'm going to. You don't know where I'm going to. Because if we bring up player checks, player comparisons in any way, it will make it look as if maybe they can match City player for player or whatever. I want to dispel that. They don't have that because we all know that Manchester
That's not
City
what it
is
means when that's not
superior.
what it means when I say they've got pace in attack. Like any team that has pace in attack will always trouble any team they play against.
But, but
Right?
again,
Our back
but again,
four, our back
it won't be
four.
down to those players. Like it won't be down. Like I won't say because they have those players that you've just talked about right now that they have this 100% chance of winning that matchup. That's what
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying.
that, Tony. I'm
Okay.
comparing. I'm comparing how the teams play, right? So we play sort of a high line kind of thing. We attack. Players come out of position. John Stones comes out of. So a lot of the times, right, we rely on keeping that ball, because if we lose that ball in certain positions, right, a lot of teams are not able. They're not capable of actually running that fast to get past us.
Oh,
Uh,
Arsenal was
Chelsea,
capable. Arsenal was
Chelsea,
capable.
Chelsea,
Wolves were capable.
Chelsea.
Newcastle were capable.
Okay, and look how those games turn out. That's what I'm trying to say to you, Tony. Come on, man. Listen to what I'm saying first. Arsenal are capable. Look how that turned out. Wolves are capable. Look how that turned out with Neto.
What
Newcastle are capable. Look how that turned out.
what do you mean what turned out? What do you mean what turned out?
Tony, listen to what I'm saying first
No,
before
no,
you.
no, no. What? No, what do you mean? What turned out? I
Because
don't
you guys
understand
beat
that.
us, Wolves beat
Uh-huh,
us, and Newcastle
uh-huh.
beat us because they've got pace in attack. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay,
When we lose the
okay.
ball in certain position, if a team has pace, we are in all sorts of danger. And Chelsea has that pace, is what I'm trying to say to you. I'm breaking it down for you to say that it's a very dangerous game because Chelsea has the pace all over the front line. All over the
But
front
but
line, they've got
but
pace. So
but
it's very
again, but
dangerous for us
but
if we
but
do give the
again,
ball
not but
away.
again, not that pace to actually dominate games and actually stamp their authority on games fully.
I'm
Because
just going by
even
how we play,
I,
My
I
team that
get
I
that,
watch,
I get
the
that.
team that I watch, right? The team that I
Mm,
watch, the team that I support, right? How we play is we rely so much on keeping that ball, right? And this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to go into it, but this is one of the reasons why Rodri is so vital, right? It barely gives the ball away. We rely so much on that and that position. If that position, that person gives that ball away, we are in all sorts of trouble. When we played against Bayern Munich, right? They had so much pace. I was so scared every time they had the ball. Sane, Coleman,
mm,
Musiala, they had so much pace. It was frightening and scary. So we rely so much on keeping that ball. And Chelsea will do the same. They will try to hit us on the counter. That is what Mauricio Pochettino did with Tottenham. Tottenham had Son and I can't remember who was playing the other wing, and that's how they countered us. When Mauricio Pochettino used to play against us, that's how they did it. Harry Kane would come short and stuff. And those two guys, they had pace. So when we give that ball away, they had pace. I remember one of the goals that Son scored against us at our home. It was a counter attack and it was gone, pace, bang. So I'm saying this is a very dangerous game for us because Chelsea has that pace in attack and it's
yeah.
very dangerous.
Mm, I get that. I get that. I get that. I know it's dangerous, but I'm just saying that not that kind of dangerous to to step to City. Like City will have the ball anyway. City will
Yes,
dominate play anyway.
I get that.
Dangerous players
They're gonna
like
have
Doku,
moments. They're gonna have moments.
dan-
It depends
yeah,
what they
they will
do.
have the moment, but it might be short lived because your possession
Depends
based
what you
team.
do with the short-lived moments, innit?
And again, the confidence of Doku this season, yeah, it's growing. It's growing. You have to keep
Easy, absolute
bias.
diamond.
You have to keep bias, aside. It's
He's
growing.
an absolute
Uh,
diamond. What
it's
one thing I
growing.
liked
It's
about
growing. So now there's options. So see, yeah, bro, there's options everywhere now. So if Doku is with the ball, he's more dangerous with the ball. He's creating openings. More defenders are out of positions, and you dare not touch him in the 18-yard box. It's
another person.
creating this. It's creating this gaping hole for Phil Foden to run to run at defenders, creating a totally different position out there for Grealish to just totally cut into teams and open teams. And see, yeah, the revelation of Doku this season, I won't lie, it has been a good one, and I think that would give most managers a big, maybe apart from Arsenal, because we snuffed this light out when it came to the Emirates, but to the general participants, other participants in the league, that would be a genuine problem.
Yes, I mean Doku. What I love about him is in the last game. I mean, he just looks humble to start with. He just looks humble. He just looks down to earth and grounded. Doesn't look like he gets carried away with performances. So he still looks shy in person, kind of thing. What I loved about him the last game was he took that shot that came off a kanji and he went in off a kanji. Right. Obviously, he didn't know at the time he celebrated and stuff. And when they asked him in the interview to say like, oh, Doku, it wasn't actually Jeremy, it wasn't actually your goal, it was Akanji's goal. He said, I know. I asked him, why didn't he celebrate? And for me, that was so genuine to say, like, I know it was his goal. Why didn't he celebrate? I was asking him why he didn't celebrate. He wasn't like, no, it's my goal, I was claiming it. He was genuinely like, I know. So I love the kid, and I know Kevin De Bruyne had one word or two in there to say, bring him in and stuff, because Kevin De Bruyne knows what's required at City, the kind of temperaments that is required at City. I'll give you an example, right? Liverpool as a football club, right? They've got a lot of, maybe not so much now, but like the past few seasons, they've got a lot of high press. Even the managers are where City, on the other hand, is more calm, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of sign players to reflect that kind of,
Yeah.
you understand, where Liverpool kind of sign players that reflects the club, like
Reflect.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz, for example, Diaz, the winger for them, for example, he's that guy. Ah, come on, like, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
so we kind of sound this kind of player. So Doku just reminds you, just like he fits so perfectly in that team, and it doesn't phase him, it doesn't bother him. He's coming and he's taking into the rotation very, very well. He's taking
Yeah.
into the rotation very well. But I always say that it's easy for teams, it's easy for players, sorry, top players, to come into the likes of City, to come into the likes of Arsenal, to come into the likes of Liverpool and settle in quickly. The reason why is because these are the teams that get shown the most on TV to start with. So everybody in the world, they watch these teams. They know these teams. You understand?
Mm.
So it's easy for
Yeah.
them to actually picture themselves how they're going to play, where they're going to play before they come in. Declan Rice, please believe he has actually pictured and he knows Arsenal's
Of
play
course, of
very
course, it's
well
been a
before he came into
tremendous,
that team.
tremendous
That's
player
why
for
it
us
fits
this
like
season.
that. That's why it
Amazing,
fits
big
like that.
revelation. See,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why it fits like that.
Onome, I even actually do think that I think we stifled West Ham, for more 100 million. I swear to you, that guy looks like a 200 million.
Oh, it's not 200 million,
Uh,
man. Don't be
bro,
silly.
no,
Don't
no,
be silly,
no.
bro.
See, see,
100 million
no.
was even too
See,
much, man.
see,
It's not
no. It's
200 million, bro.
come on, man.
Ah,
See,
you could have
wait.
signed him for 80 million in January and you paid 100 in the
On
summer. Come on, man. Please.
don't, please don't sound biased in this one.
I'm not.
Please,
Jack Grealish is not
please,
worth
just
100 million
okay,
either.
okay.
I'm not.
Just listen, just listen.
So biased.
Ju- just listen. If Enzo is out there at Chelsea playing, and
He's
people
not
still
worth
think he's
100.
a hundred
Not
million
worth
player,
100.
see, I know, and people are still saying, he's still a 100 million player, right? Good, right?
Tony,
Good,
sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut
bro.
you. Sorry
I,
to cut you. Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut
Let,
you. You just mentioned
yeah,
Enzo. I want to say something before I forget. Sorry to cut you. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Yeah. I'll let you go back to your point. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez. Man City had the option to sign him for the same amount of money, 15, 20 million, that we signed Alvarez for because they both played in the same team, right? By the time, Fernandinho was going to get another year and Rodri will obviously play. So we didn't want three defensive midfielders, right? And that's why we didn't sign him. Fast forward, he played in the World Cup and Chelsea signed him for 100 million. Not worth 100 million. So carry on with your stuff. Just give you an
uh, uh,
example of
uh,
the kind of price that it was worth.
but again, making those type of statements can still be if but when. If he did make a move to Man City, it could have been a different story altogether. A manager could change things for a player. It could be a whole different ball game. Coming from the World Cup, you know, rhyming with confidence, and then you meeting the best manager in the world currently, bro. It's like the merging of two worlds together. And again, you're coming into a new team and you're seeing Centurions, you're seeing Juggernauts, you're seeing Grealish, you're seeing a row beast called Haaland, who just scored 50 something goals, you know, in a season for a team. Never been done in the Premiership, 30 something. Bro, see, I don't want to go there, yeah. But of course, if he did come in and play amongst these players, the story might be a different thing. But again, when you move into that Chelsea team, you know what you were going there for. It's money at the same time. So they screwed their careers. Well, at least they're getting the money.
It's
But
not.
see,
It's not
that's
for
a different.
Chelsea. Is not for money though. Chelsea's a big club, man. Come on. Chelsea will be back up there
But, but
in no
I
time.
know,
Next
but
year,
that
this year, next year,
but
they'll be
the
back up
team
there,
is
man.
12th. The team finished 12th.
And so
It's
what?
bad. Yeah,
They're going to be
but
back up there. They're going to be back up there. Even Pep says it. Chelsea's going to be back up there. They're a big club. They're too big of a club to just be down there for every year running. They're going to be back up there, and you know this. Do you know what I mean? They're getting the acts together. They're signing players. They're coming on form. They're gonna.
But
Do you know what I mean?
this is you see this statement too again now, yeah. This is why many of these Chelsea fans are being pressured, being deceived, because they are looking at it like we are a big team and we won't be down for too long. No, you have to start looking at it from the angle of it is a project and it's going to take at least a little bit longer.
Not really.
Uh,
Not really.
uh, uh,
Not
But
really.
again, see, and that's the problem. That's the problem because this will lead to being impatient with their manager. who just came in. I'm not talking of Mikel Arteta. Mind you, I'm Mikel Arteta out already now because it's his fifth season. He needs to give us a trophy, a major, major trophy.
And look how
700.
many. I mean, look how many trophies Chelsea has won in the last 5 years.
Just listen, just listen. 700 million spent by this manager. No major trophy. And he just beamed, a trophy this season for us to get into and at least have a shout in the quarterfinals. For me, that's a sackable offense. But that's a different ball game entirely. 4 years, Pochettino just came in. Allow the guy cook. Allow the guy build a team. Allow the guy bring. He doesn't even have his own.
Nobody's pressuring him. What?
I
I
know,
don't
no.
understand.
But again, when Chelsea keep hearing we're a big team, we have to be there. We have to. They start thinking, no, we actually have to start challenging for the title right now. Pochettino has to start bringing in the goods right now. In fact, next season he has to win the Champions League, and that's a problem. It's a big problem
But the
because they
reason why I say it can happen quick, the reason why I
no,
say
no,
things can happen
I
quick
know. In your own
is
reason, it's a different thing. But to Chelsea fans, it's a different thing entirely. The big club syndrome is a different thing entirely for them.
the
They
reason why
want
I
it
say
right
things can
now.
happen quick. Yeah, the reason why I say things can happen quick as well. I mean, just go down the road and look at Tottenham. Do you understand? This new manager's come in, they sold Harry Kane and stuff, and he's got the team playing his way. It's about the manager's idea and how the managers get the players to work. You understand?
Mm,
A manager can come in and the same players that wasn't performing before. You just heard Mikel Obi, right? Mikel Obi talks about in
yeah,
Talksport, talked about how the players will get together and say this manager is not for us and blah 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 blah. Well,
yeah,
if that's the case, if he says that happened, and obviously we're not to question him that it didn't happen. You say he's saying that happened and stuff. Well, how many other teams do you think that's happening right now, or whatever? At Man United, for example, the amount of managers they get sacked. So some of these players will actually just, not want to play and not want to turn up. Do you
yeah.
understand? They will refuse to play for that manager. Not just refuse, but a little niggle. Yeah, I got a little knock. I can't really play. They'll limp in training or whatnot, whatnot. So when the players are actually on song with the manager and actually love the manager, actually believe in the manager and stuff, they will run for a brick wall for the manager. Do you understand? So, you know,
But
Postecoglou is
again,
coming at Spurs
but
and they're
again,
doing very well.
it's not roses and kisses for Pochettino right now. You saw he just came out from losses at the start of the
Of
season.
course, and the first thing he had to
Yeah,
do when he came
yeah.
in was to actually get rid of this extension of a changing room with all these so many players. He had to reshuffle the squad. He had a lot to do, and he's
And
actually
again,
coming on strong now.
and mind you, he's gotten injuries,
He's
long
got injuries as well.
injuries. So many
Pochettino is a good
things, so
manager.
many
We all
things
know
to
Pochettino is a good manager. Like
so
let's
many
not beat
things
around
to
the
balance.
bush.
No, but again, it's not about beating about the bush. It's about will Chelsea because Chelsea fans have this notion we are a big club, and
They
as
are
a
a big
club,
club. In the last 20 years, look how many trophies they've won. In the last 10 years, look at two
Onome,
seasons ago they
nobody
won the
argued.
Champions League.
Onome, I did not argue that. You're still not getting my point. You're not getting the point. My point is that Chelsea fans have this stuff with them. They have this syndrome with them. We are a big club. There's no doubt about that. You are a
Mhm.
big club. But they have that thing, right? We're a big club. We have to win this big trophy this season. We have to be at the end of things this season.
I don't see any
Qualify
Chelsea
for the
players or
Champions
fans coming
League.
out to say they have to win the league
And
this
then
season or anything.
they totally forget that they are in a rebuilding stage. They totally forget that they just brought in a new manager. They totally forgot that they just spent big time money to recruit players that haven't even played together at all. That they need time to gel together. That they need injuries to be healed up so that other players can come back. They can play together as a team, and then they after see if I were these Chelsea fans, I would look away for at least 2 seasons, two,
No,
three
why?
seasons.
What do you mean 2 seasons? What are you talking about 2 seasons, Tony? Did
Okay,
Arsenal when Arsenal was doing
o-
their rebuilding? Did you look away for 2 seasons and say we shouldn't be playing? You're still gonna turn up. Nobody
no,
goes away and you go and rebuild and come
oh,
back. You still have to turn
okay,
up for games. That's part of
okay,
the
good,
rebuild.
okay, good. Then how
What are
many
you
major
talking about? Look away for two
then,
seasons. You
okay,
can't do
good. Then
that.
okay, good. Then how many major trophies did Mikel Arteta win?
He ain't won nothing. That's why Chelsea's a big club. They're winning trophies
See,
every
see,
other
see,
year.
it's not about it's not about that, man. It's deeper
But it's
than
been on
what
the
you're talking
rebuilding.
about.
Arsenal been on the
No.
rebuilding, right?
It's deep. It's deeper than what you're talking about.
You've
But
been rebuilding at Arsenal, right?
yeah, but again,
Okay,
I've
so
had,
so so so
uh,
all the time
but,
when you've been rebuilding,
again, you don't rebuild with a shitty manager. You don't rebuild with an inexperienced manager. You don't give a manager who
that's you
does
guys pill to swallow. That's you guys
see,
pill to swallow. That's not
that's
Chelsea's
that's
pill.
that's
Chelsea's
that's
rebuilding with
that,
Pochettino.
that's what I'm saying. It's a holistic approach. It's a holistic one. It's a holistic one. Chelsea have brought in a big time manager who knows his onions in this game. So
Yeah, he knows the
seeing
league very well.
yeah, he knows the league very well. Good. They've given him money. He's gone to buy players. Have patience in him. Give him 2 seasons to build
Yeah,
his
but
team.
nobody's calling for his head or anything. I don't understand why you keep saying have patience. Nobody's
Okay.
saying anything about him.
Then you've not, bro. You've not seen Chelsea. Then, bro, I hang around Chelsea fans, and I know what I'm talking about. I know their expectations of their football club, rightfully so, because they're a big club, and that's why the expectations are high. So it's a dicey one, but again, that's the thin line people have to walk past this season. On the man, just before we go, Arsenal versus Burnley. What do you think? You think Arsenal will come back top two?
Um, you know what? I said to somebody, I said on Saturday to someone, and you're not gonna like this. I said to I was in a party on Saturday before the Arsenal game kicked off, and I said to this Arsenal fan, I said, potentially you could lose your next two games. And he was like, why? I said, potentially, I said, I can almost
When,
guarantee today you're gonna
when were
lose
you
against
talking?
Newcastle.
Wait. When were you talking to this person?
Before you kicked off on Saturday,
Okay.
before you lost to Newcastle. I said, potentially you could lose your next two games. Guaranteed, I can almost guarantee today you're going to lose against Newcastle because that's just a very difficult ground to go to. And I said Burnley are due a performance and Burnley are due a big win because
Mm.
the teams at the bottom, the Sheffield Uniteds and the Lutons now, they're putting on performances now. They're putting on wins and draws and stuff. Burnley are due their own as well. I can see that happening tomorrow. Don't quote me, but I can see Burnley performing tomorrow and taking a result
Anything,
from you.
anything can
And taking
happen.
a result from you.
This manager has mismanaged his
Because
team. Anything can
it's
happen. So,
it's created such your manager has created such insecurity
hmm.
within the players that nobody knows whether they're going or coming or whatnot. He's created his own problems. It's almost like everything is fine and stuff. It's like you're solving a puzzle. You get in there with a puzzle and you decide, okay, well, let's start again. Do you know what I mean? It's it's
Mika-
it's it's ludicrous what he's done.
Mikel's problem is he overthinks things. He overthinks things. He thinks he's bigger than what he really sees in the mirror. Number two, and number three, his game management skills is it's horrible, horrible. He
Yeah, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't know how to like manage games. And again, I'm thinking he has a problem managing people too. Look at Odegaard.
Of course, I would say so. I would
Od-
say so. I would say so.
yeah,
I
look at
would say so.
Odegaard. Odegaard loses form. He goes to protect him, hide him somewhere. That guy's not injured. We all know that, man. Eddie Nketiah has some problems. Good. Where is he now? He's not even. He wasn't even in Sevilla at all.
You know what? You should be careful with
All these
Odegaard,
players.
because the Odegaard situation, right? Is the captain, or whatever. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't watch all Arsenal game. Yes, you can say he's not on form this season or he's lost form or whatnot. But at the same time, he is and is supposed to be one of your most creative players. The most creative player in terms of supplying your wingers, right? In terms of supplying your wingers the
Not
right
even
pass, the
that.
right field
As,
ball,
as the
right?
creator in chief,
Yeah.
he's meant
So
to
if
be
you
the
if you
creative director of the team.
if you start to treat him like that, right? Remember, he's not coming from the youth team. He's not British or anything like that. I personally believe all the guys come from Real Madrid. He's looking for a club where he can use as a stepping stone to step back into the big time again. Now, Don't get it twisted. When he first joined
Oh
Arsenal,
my
hold on,
God.
let me finish. Let me finish my points. Let me finish my points. When he first joined Arsenal, he might have seen it as that. But now that he's in there and Arsenal have actually stepped up the levels now and they're now playing Champions League and stuff, then he might be thinking different. But I can tell you this for free, right? If Manchester City come calling, when Kevin De Bruyne must have said his farewells, not particularly farewell as in leaving the club, but like, a couple of years' time, 3 years' time, a little bit older now. If Manchester City come calling and say, Odegaard, we see you as the next creative player for Manchester City, I can guarantee you he will dust his slippers, he will pack his bag, and he
But
will
again,
be gone.
again, I want him to go. I want him to go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You guys are something else.
No,
You want
no, no,
Odegaard
no.
to
See,
go.
no, see,
You
see.
want Odegaard to go over bad form of 5 games. This is
Listen.
ridiculous, man. You guys are just
Oh
honestly,
my God,
honestly,
on the
honestly.
you just run with you just run with stuff. You give a context, and I'm feeding into that context you're talking about. If that scenario happens, I would say, hey, go, because I've seen scenarios where we've stopped players like that from going, and we reap the rewards. Any player who his head is not here can leave the football club, but again, that won't happen. You know why? Because the guy have signed a new 5-year deal, so we're stuck with him. But good, this is the problem being stuck with players like this. You sign a new contract, then you stop. Your creativity stops. You stop against teams like Tottenham Hotspurs. You don't show up against big teams like Man City. Yes, you do show up against Bournemouth. Yes, you do show up against PSV. But what about that crunch game where we need you at Newcastle? You know where to be found, not even on the bench. In crunch games like Learns, where we need you to show up, and put up decent numbers, and tell us, hey, I'm the captain of this football club. I'm also the creative director of this football club. Nowhere to be found. So it happens that this guy picks and choose the time to which he wields his stick and wields his magic. And I'm sorry, that's not good enough for Arsenal. I want someone who will come in, maybe might not see, he might not do the magic all the time, yeah, but at
Yeah, and
lift up
that's what Odegaard does. He
but
can't do the magic all the time, and you want him to leave.
li-
Listen, let me tell you a phrase.
listen,
Let me tell you something to go by.
wait, Onome, you are getting it all wrong. I just told you that you created a context. If Man City comes calling, this, that, and I said, if it comes to that scenario, I would sell him. He's not like an overtly amazing player. He has shown it in Real Madrid that he's not an overtly amazing player. He didn't put up big numbers out there. He didn't
Oh
put up
my God.
huge.
Again
No,
with
no,
the big
no, no,
numbers.
no, no. Let's be frank. Let's be frank. He didn't put up huge numbers in Real Sociedad. It was when he came down to Arsenal that he posted 15 goals. That was just last season. Posted 15 goals and 7 assists. It's decent, but it's not
Tony,
like world
let me tell you
beater
a phrase.
stuff.
Let me tell you a
So see,
phrase
if
that you
I
need to
go
go.
in,
You need to.
see, you know what? Yeah, if I go in and go bring in a Supermendi, bro, I don't mind Odegaard leaving. I don't mind, man. To be very sincere with you.
Let me tell you a phrase, Tony. Right? The grass is greener on the other side, but the water bill is also higher. You're wanting this green grass somewhere else, thinking that, oh
It's not.
yeah, the grass is
It's not
greener
about.
there and blah blah blah.
It's
You
not
haven't
about green
checked the
grass.
water bill
It's
before you're
not about
actually
having.
asking for this green grass
It's
that
not
you
about
you
having.
want. You
No,
want
it's
Odegaard to
no,
leave
no, no,
over
no, no, no.
2 or 3 bad performances.
You are,
It's
get,
been
you
nine
are
games
getting.
this season.
You are getting it
That is
all wrong.
ridiculous. That is
You are,
probably the
you are
worst
get,
statement I've ever heard
bro. You are getting
this
it all
season.
wrong. I said leaving in response to your context. You put in what you said earlier.
Yes,
Don't
I
get
said that for you to
inflated.
actually say, no, 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 not our captain. We love him and he stays and blah, 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 blah.
We
But
love
you
him.
actually said, you know what?
We love.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah.
can leave. Yeah, I don't mind if
See,
he leaves. Stop putting up the numbers.
you know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I support Arsenal Football Club. I'm not here to support any player. The times to which I used to adore players and treat them like, the creme de la creme and everything, those days are gone, because those days, they used to be what we call loyalty. But right now, these players, there's no loyalty. With the right price, you will buy them. You buy their love. You buy their, you buy their loyalty. You buy everything with them. So don't take those kind of this kind of players to heart. Yeah, if you're not posting
We're not
decent
talking about
numbers,
player loyalty. We're talking about
no,
being
no,
players
no.
to the club. I didn't say
If
nothing about loyalty.
good,
We know there's
good,
no loyalty. I'm not talking about
good,
loyalty, am I?
good. But if you're
I
not
didn't
posting,
mention loyalty.
see, then let's keep it footballing. So if you're not posting
So
numbers,
you think for footballing reasons, Odegaard is not good enough for Arsenal because he's not putting on numbers and he should leave. That's what you're saying to me for footballing
bro,
reasons.
my season. Okay, do you know what now? Yeah, now my
People
season
in
has
the chat, please talk to this
bro,
guy. Talk
bro.
to him,
My
please.
no, but what are you saying see, Odegaard is an average player. He's not a world beater. What are you talking about? You're talking about this guy as if he's some as if it's some Jude Bell- Bellion kind of stuff going on down here. Bro, pipe it down low. Is just a decent guy. Don't make it sound too big. He's a
Okay,
decent guy. He's not a 20 goal per season, kind of midfielder,
okay.
And right now, see what's happening. His creativity has gone down. I'm not saying that that's the depth to which he can get to. Kai Havertz coming into the team might have also affected him too. But you're also a professional. Things like that shouldn't affect you. More so, you're also the captain of Arsenal Football Club. Your mentality should be one of resilience, and resilience. I've not seen it in him. Instead, it's in a player like Declan Rice. I've seen that this season. Declan Rice have
You lot need to get off Declan Rice's ass, boy. Declan
what
Rice.
what
Do you want? Do you
what are
want?
you
Do you
saying?
want? Do you want Declan Rice to be the only player that plays for Arsenal? You got other players there. There's 11 players on the pitch.
See,
Declan Rice can't do everything, my bro. You've
Onome,
lost
you're
games
getting
this season that Declan Rice has played.
Onome,
He can't do
you're getting
everything.
okay. Onome, you're getting it all. The
You're
whole
relying on
picture.
one player. Declan Rice.
Onome,
What does Declan Rice do that is so special?
hold
That
on.
is that
Why do you
Declan Rice,
get
Declan Rice, Declan
why
Rice, Declan Rice. Gosh,
why,
man.
why do you
Huh.
get things totally wrong sometimes? What's wrong in Arsenal having options? Odegaard can stay if he wants to stay. This is my statement. If he wants to stay, he can stay. But again, there's nothing wrong with a manager going to go get more players and open up that option.
More
Go get me
players.
a Supermelli. Go bring
Always
in an
want
Andrew
something
Trippier
new.
who can come
Always want
down
something
here
new.
and come around and show. Look at Liverpool. They have Nunes who can come off the bench and score goals for them for fun this season. They have Cody Gakpo who could also do the same thing. So why are you not saying, "Oh, you Liverpool fans, you guys are, bro"? They have these guys on the bench. So what are you talking about? They have Gravenbach on the bench. They could bring him in. Why haven't anybody cried foul? They have McAllister. Why haven't anybody cried foul? They have Salah. Why haven't anybody
That
cried foul?
you're just
They have
naming
all
their squad. You're just naming the squad. You can also
no,
name your squad.
no,
You
no,
have
no,
Declan Rice.
no,
You have
no,
Odegaard. You have
no.
Bukayo. You have Martinelli. You
Listen,
can name him players. You can name your squad as well, bro.
Onome, what I just named right now is midfielders that they have right now. McAllister, Gravenbach, Salasbolai. That's how many now? Endo. So they have all these midfielders, and how many midfielders we play in a game now, bro? Pata pata at was 3-4, right?
You have midfielders as well, don't you?
That's what I'm saying. But is it bad to have like for like? Is it bad to have people that you can bring in
That's
and
that's
give you
that's
almost
another
and
that's
give you
another thing I wanted. That's another thing I wanted. You just reminded
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
You,
So good.
you just
Now we have
reminded me.
Odegaard. So now we have Odegaard. It's all good. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We need different options to come in and give us a fight, give us
You
a
just
push.
reminded me, right?
That's
You
what I'm
just said,
talking about.
oh, is it bad to have like for like, bro? Football doesn't work like that. You don't always have to have like for. There's no like for like player. There's no two the same player, right? We
That's
lost
what
Raheem
I'm saying. But,
Sterling
but you
and
can get
Leroy Sané.
but you
We
can
lost
get
Raheem Sterling
bro,
and Leroy Sané
bro,
for a
bro,
few years. Can I
bro,
finish? You
bro,
spoke now.
bro.
Let me
No, 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 no,
talk,
no.
bro.
But you can have players you can have players that you can bring in that can give you maybe might not have the total skill set of the of the last player that you're probably maybe replacing or whatever, but at least you can do certainly what he can. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to be like for like, but you can have the same kind of
Yeah,
skill
but
set.
you just said like for like. That's what you said. You just said like for like. So I'm
Yeah,
going by
yeah,
what you said, which is
good,
like for
good.
like. And I'm trying to give you, and I'm trying to tell you something.
For like doesn't mean the same. That I'm not. I
Well,
don't
you
mean
just
that.
said like for like. It's your words, not mine. You can roll the tape. You said like for like, right?
No,
What I'm saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is,
I
what
have
I'm saying to
poetic
you is,
license to use words the way I like. How about that?
that's fine. You can use whatever words, but I can also pick out your
Bro,
words that you use and
yeah,
also talk about your words that you use because the words that
bro,
you use have a certain meaning. Like for like means this player should be like for like and do the same things and it doesn't work like that, right? Team,
bro,
and this is probably where Mikel Arteta is going wrong, looking for like for
we
like
all know that all
players,
players are not
looking for
like
the
for like.
same players
In
where he should be
reality, all
evolving
players
as a
are not
manager,
like.
where he should be evolving as a manager, right? And working with what he has. You've heard Pep Guardiola come on and say, I go by the players' qualities, I go by what the players have. We lost Raheem Sterling, a pacey winger. We lost Leroy Sané, a pacey winger, years and years ago. We accommodated our styles to not needing pacey wingers. We only just got Doku after 3 years of not playing a pacey winger like that, right? So it's not always like for like. Do you understand? You have to go what players you have and adopt your style of play to what qualities these players have. That is what a good manager does.
Okay, Onome, what's your score predictions for your game?
It's going to be a tight game. I would say 2-1 City. It's going to be a tight game, though.
2-1 City, right? So
Yeah, it's
no
going to be a
loss for
tight
you,
game.
right? Mind you, you're
No,
going to
no,
Stamford Bridge. You're going to
no.
Stamford
We're
Bridge.
not going to lose. We're not going to lose the game. We're not going to lose the game.
You know what? For some reason, I just feel like Chelsea will come up with something. They have a
Yes,
knack for.
I know. I know the feeling you're saying. That's the same feeling I got with Burnley coming up with something against you.
I just have this feeling.
I
No, your
know.
own is that you want Burnley to beat me, but no problem.
You want Chelsea to beat us, so don't
No,
try it. About you
no,
just
no,
have
no,
this feeling.
no.
A feeling. What feeling? What
I've not said
feeling?
I've
Please
not
come up
said
for your job. About I just had this feeling. I just have this feeling. You want them to beat us. State the facts that you're saying. State the facts. You want them to beat us, yes or no? Yes, you do. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what the rivalry is. Do you understand? So don't tell me about this feeling.
see guys, yeah, I have this feeling, yeah.
Yeah. I have this feeling I want Chelsea to win.
I have this feeling that Chelsea,
I want Chelsea to win.
because this season, yeah, they've showed that they've showed that they have a knack for the big games. Good. There's no problem in that.
Tony,
I,
Tony, you're
I,
so funny,
I,
man.
I still do think that Man City have that quality to beat them up still down there. But just because of Chelsea and Pochettino too, that's another big factor people are forgetting in this matchup too. Just because of how they've battled through big teams this season and the Pochettino factor, I think they might they might crap for a draw. And I think they might get a draw. It might just be this type of 2-2. There'll be goals, but I just think they will let it go. Like they will let it all hang out there. They'll let it all fly. So let's say I'm thinking maybe 2-2. 2-2 is the scoreline. Yeah, I should put that one.
Mm,
Yeah,
congratulations.
because,
Thank
yeah,
you.
because I think Chelsea will want to fight that. But even you
Thank you.
know,
Congratulations.
no, but you know that Chelsea.
Congratulations on your score. You know what my score prediction for your team is?
No, you don't need to say it's 5-0. So
No,
don't
2-1,
no, but
2-1, 2-1 Burnley.
no, man,
2-1 Burnley
no.
wins.
Guys, see, Onome has already said previously, you know, that Burnley will be Arsenal
Oh,
five
yeah.
nil. He's
I
so
didn't say
biased.
5-0. I didn't say 5-0. Tony, oh yeah. Remember I said to you about you guys not finishing top four. You're fourth right now. You're clinging on to fourth. Squeaky bum time. You're holding on to fourth.
What are you talking
Mm,
about? What are you talking
mm.
about,
You're
man?
fourth. You're fourth. You're fourth. That's what I'm talking about. You're fourth.
Okay,
You are
good
fourth.
enough.
Fourth. Tottenham
Good
is
enough.
above you. Tottenham is above you. Still above
No,
you.
no
Yes, they are.
problem.
Yeah, you're
No,
fourth.
let them stay there this week. Let me see.
You're fourth. You are fourth, bro.
Bro,
Fourth, number four position.
you know
You're
what?
two
Yeah,
points above Aston Villa. 2 points above Aston Villa. Let that sink in. How does that feel? Good and
bro,
okay. You're
bro,
2 points above Aston Villa.
do you wanna put your money where your mouth is? Do you
You're
wanna
not
put your
finishing
money
top
where
four.
your mouth?
You're not
No, no,
finishing
no,
top
no,
four.
no, 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 no. I'm getting top three this by
Top three.
tomorrow.
Look at your ambition. Top three.
No, 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 no. Because you have so much. No, no, no. You have so much
You're not finishing
confidence.
top four. You're not
No,
finishing top
no,
four.
no. Wait. Onome, just listen. Just listen for once in the whole show. Just one listen. Eh? Onome, because you have so much confidence in Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah, put your money where your mouth is. We are
To say
gonna
what?
be. We are gonna be top three by the end of Sunday.
That's I can't predict how results are gonna go. We're talking about the grand scale of things. See, this is what I mean about you. You keep talking about battles, bro. You keep talking about battles. Talk about the
And it
war.
comes out at the end of the. Oh God,
Talk about the
Onome.
war. You keep talking about little battles. Top
Onome.
three by the end of Sunday. That's a battle. You just won a little battle. Talk about the
Yeah.
war, bro.
No, no, bro. But right now you are
Why are you
looking at
talking about battles, man?
so
You stuck
so
to these
so
battles.
so wait. Arsenal in fourth now is not a battle.
No, I'm talking about you talking about battles. Your ambition is to be to a top three by
Wait,
Sunday.
wait.
You,
But you just
bro,
wait.
talk about let's
But
win the
this
war.
is what you are doing to yourself live on air for everybody for the world to see.
Then
You
what?
just you just said that Arsenal is fourth right now. So you are
Yeah, I say you're
judging.
fourth right now.
Yeah, yeah. So you are judging now by the battle, and you are out here now saying that I'm talking about battles and not the war. Oh no,
No,
man.
you're saying about you're
Choose
saying
the
about
side.
you're saying about you're saying
Then
about
don't then
we're
don't
gonna be top three by Sunday.
then oh no, man, don't talk
What's
about
is that an
Arsenal in
achievement?
fourth. Then good, don't talk about Arsenal in fourth right
I'm
now.
just
Don't
reminding you where you are
no,
because
remind you what?
you love to
No, no,
you love to remind
don't
people.
remind
You
me.
love to
Did
remind
I
people
tell you I needed?
when
Did I
Wolves
tell
beat
you?
us, you want to remind me.
Did I come to your house? Did I come to your house and beg you
When
I
you
needed
beat
to
us, you want to remind me. You just said to me,
bro,
remind me what happened with Doku in that game. You
bro,
like to remind
did I
people.
come and
I'm
did I
reminding
come and
you.
beg you and tell you please remind me? I don't need the remind. Don't
Did I
remind
ask you
me.
to remind me about Doku in your ground? You reminded me though, didn't you?
No, to just tell you, to just tell you,
Roll,
no, to just tell you
roll the
that there's
tape back.
levels.
You reminded me.
No. But to tell you that there's levels to this. There's levels. There are
Levels of
some.
what? Levels of you guys in fourth and us in first.
No. There's
Levels of being the
levels.
treble winners.
No. There's levels to what?
Levels of
What?
5 trophies in the last 6 years.
No. Go and win. No. Go and win the amount of trophies I've won in my cabinet before you talk to me.
Are you said that? Are you said earlier on about Raheem Sterling? Let's not
Bro,
talk about history. Let's talk about
bro.
now.
That,
You
no,
said
let's go.
earlier on. I don't catch out.
Let's
I
go.
caught you. I caught you. I caught you. I caught you. I caught you.
Go
You
win
cooked
the trophies
yourself.
that
You
I've
said
won.
earlier on, no
So come
history
talk to
talking.
me.
Let's talk about right now. It's what you said earlier on about Raheem Sterling. So why are you talking about history right now? You just cooked
Bro,
yourself, bro, on live on TV. Tony just cooked himself, people. Tony just
bro,
cooked himself. How about that?
see guys, I don't have time
Oh,
for
now you don't
this.
have time for me.
I don't have time for
Now you don't
this,
have
man.
time for me.
On a
It's all
it's
good, man.
waffling. It's waffling.
It's all good. You don't have time for me. It's okay, Tony. It's
I have
okay.
time,
I
bro.
see how
You
it
know
is.
I always have time, man. Onome, thanks for coming to the show today, man.
No problem, my
Nice,
bro.
nice show. Um, Onome, shout out, man. Shout out to where people could find you, man.
Don't find me. I'll find you. If I need you,
I'll find
I'll
you.
look for you.
Guys, in the next 30 minutes, I have a show with Deji Sports, so come join me. Right now, Jez is having his show, so guys, you know, watch Jez around. And on the man, big ups to you, man. Thanks for popping into the show today, man. And
Thanks, guys.
hopefully,
Thanks for having me.
let I think after these games this weekend, I think it's the international break, right?
I think so. He's either this weekend or next weekend, anyway.
Okay. All right. From me and Onome, we are out.
Peace.
Peace.